Hey everyone, I'm here with my 2008 Acura TL, and today I want to go over some of the most hidden features that are on this vehicle, and many of them are very hard to find, but they're there and they're there for a reason, so stay tuned for more on this Acura TL. So the first hidden feature that I want to go over today involves the door locking mechanism that's inside the car. So when we get inside and let's say we're we just pulled up to a restaurant or something, and we're about to get out of our car. Doors are already unlocked. So when you get out of the car, open the door, and you want to lock the doors without using your key fob, just press the door pin right here, and it actually will lock all the doors within the vehicle. And then as soon as I close the door here, every door is locked. That's been a standard feature on many Acura products over the years, and even my brother's 1995 Acura Legend has had that as well. So another hidden feature that is on this car involves opening all the windows simultaneously. So let's say the car is already locked. Now if you hold down the unlock button for a few seconds, I think you have to press it twice, and then once you press it twice, all the windows will automatically open and the sunroof will completely open itself if you continue to hold the unlock button on the key fob. Now in order to close all the windows, what you want to do is just open your key up, and then as soon as you put it into the door here, you're going to lock the door, and I think if you just hold it, it should automatically close all the windows. So what I did is I actually locked it, so I twisted it to the left just once, and then I automatically let go of it and then twisted it back again, and then once I did that, it just closed all the windows. So let's redo that just so that everybody can understand that a little bit better. So the car is currently locked. What I'm going to do is press the unlock button once, and then press it one more time and hold it, and as soon as I do that, everything opens. But as soon as you let go of the unlock button, the windows will stay exactly where they were when you stopped hitting the unlock button. And then what you do is you go to lock the car again, you twist once, twist again, hold it, and then all your windows will close, including the sunroof. That's another really cool feature that comes standard on the Acura TL that many people don't know about, and it's very common on many vehicles nowadays. Another hidden Acura TL feature is that the Acura name is actually embossed into the plastic bumper in the front of the car, but it's underneath where you would find your license plate on cars that belong in states that require a front license plate. So you'll often see Acura TLs that have that logo like branded into the bumper if you don't have a front license plate on the car, but that's always there, and it's technically hidden because if you have a car like mine with Minnesota plates and you have the front license plate, then you'll need to have your license plate removed to see that Acura badging. Another feature that I want to show you involves the headlights on the car. So let's say you want to get to your car one day, and let's say when you unlock the car, you always want to have the headlights on. So I left the headlights in the on position right now, and if you unlock the car, or if you lock the car I should say, and you hear the beep, it turns off your lights on the outside of the car. But when you come back to your car later on, and let's say you're in a bad place and you want to make sure that your lights come on, like every single light on the exterior comes on when you show up to the car, you just hit the unlock button again, and then your lights will automatically stay on just as you did before, because you left them in the on position when you got out of the car when you left the vehicle. The only annoying thing that you'll have is the headlight chime that keeps dinging, but that's the only real downside to this really cool feature. Alright, another really cool feature that I want to show you involves the turn signals on the vehicle. So if we turn on the turn signals, I'll show you basically after the car has to be on, I believe, for this test, but so let's just start it up. And I'll leave the turn signal on the right side, so let's go check it out. And when you get over on this side, so you got your turn signal markers here on the front, as well as on the mirrors on the 07 and 08 models, the LED light on the mirrors. And when you come over to the back here, you'll notice one thing, and that's the side turn signal makes a slight arrow, and when you're at highway speeds and you're really far behind the vehicle, it looks like an arrow is flashing to the side where the turn signal is located. So that's a really cool feature. I believe it's got kind of a safety feature. So I'm pretty happy that Acura integrated that into the styling of the vehicle itself. The next feature that I want to go over involves the air conditioning system. Now in this car, my particular vehicle, the air conditioning system does not work. And just as an update, I checked on the air conditioning system with the Honda dealer, and they said the compressor is actually bad. So when they hooked up the power supply to the compressor and isolated the system, the compressor failed to turn on. So that indicated to them that the internal electronic system with the compressor is worn out, and since they don't sell that really separately, I'd have to replace the whole compressor. And with genuine Acura parts, that's about $2,300 versus Napa Auto parts, it would be about $1,200 for a genuine Acura compressor and hosing supplies. So unfortunately, the Acura compressor is unique to this car, so it's kind of expensive to replace. But the feature that I want to go over involves the actual path, like the tunnel for the air conditioning system. So the compressor is mounted in the front of the car, and you have a series of vents that come through the cabin to feed air for the passengers. So basically you have your air vents here, and you have one on the side and the other side of the car, but there's also air vents that travel below the console and out through this part right here for the rear passengers. And what's pretty cool is because the vents travel underneath the center console here, this console will actually become cooled as a result of really cold air during the summer flowing from the front of the car through the console and out to these vents here. So in a sense, this is a cooled compartment, storage compartment, because those vents travel through here. So it's not a true cooled storage compartment, but it is there just in case. It's just a side benefit of having those rear vents for the rear seat passengers. So you can keep stuff cool in there, moderately cool, but it's not a true air-conditioned center console. So that's another feature that Acura included as well. The next feature I want to go over involves the reverse mirrors. So basically, when you select reverse in the car and you use one of these mirror controls right here, if you select the left side, so if you're, let's say you're going to change the left mirror position, just move it to the left here, and when you select reverse, this mirror will automatically tilt down to assist you when you're backing up. Now, if you want the right mirror to go down, you just select it to the right side right there, and when you put the transmission into reverse, the right side mirror on the passenger side of the car will tilt down to help you with parking. So that's another really cool feature that Acura included, and there's not really any other way to program it, I think, unless you go through like the key fob system, but this is the easiest way to program it so that you can have the mirrors tilt down when you select reverse. So the next hidden feature that I want to talk about involves the ignition system and how it interacts with the engine and transmission control system. So if I turn the car off here, the car is completely off. Now, the factory reset system for the engine and transmission control unit involves switching the car to the on position but not actually starting the car, and then flooring the accelerator pedal for 35 seconds, turning the car back to the off position, and then restarting the car. So you need a timer in order to do it correctly. So if I switch it to the on position like this, but without the engine actually on, just have as many different things like turned off in your car, like your radio's off, your heated seats are off, your lights are off, and then basically you're just going to floor the accelerator pedal for 35 seconds. And then when you hit 35 seconds, take your foot off the gas completely, and then pull back on the off position so the car's now off completely, and then restart the car. And once you restart the car, the transmission control logic will automatically reset, so there's no extra storage or data written in the system that's trying to predict how you're going to drive the car. And the car will drive exactly how it did when it rolled off the assembly line in terms of the transmission shift points and how the engine responds to throttle inputs. And this could really help you smooth out your shifts on your car so that you don't have any rough shifting or any head motions back and forth when you're driving. So the next thing that I want to talk about is a safety feature that's involved with the car. So let's say you're putting the car in, you park it, you turn off the engine, and you forget to put the car actually into park. This happened to me once, and I was on a hill, and the scary part was I realized after I took my foot off the brake that the car was still in drive, I didn't have the parking brake on, and the car was off, and there was a car in front of me, and the car did not move. So I was like, well, you know, it's a possibility that Acura had built in a system so that if you turned off the car and you were still in drive, the car would automatically shift to park. So I'm going to test it out right now and see if that is actually true, because I haven't really wanted to try that out for any particular reason. So let's just pull up like right over here. We'll stop the car and we'll turn it off. So I'm like right here. I'm going to turn off the lights as if I'm you know, getting out of the car. Car is still in drive, and I go to turn off the car. So it can't release the ignition for some reason. So that's the ignition lock to kind of tell you that car is still in drive. But I still have my foot on the brake, and I'm gonna take my foot off the brake. So let's see if it actually holds the car. I think it did. Can't really tell for sure. But when I was on a hill before, it like locked the car where that was. So pretty sure the car is actually in park. But I know in order to restart the car, it's got to be back into neutral or park. So I'm going to do that now. And let's just see if it, yeah, so let's put it back into park. Let's restart the car. And it didn't move at all when I put it into park, and I didn't hear any other transmission noises. So I'm guessing it shifts straight to park when you have the car still in drive or in reverse, when you turn off the engine and you forget to put it into park. So that's a really nice safety feature, and many times if you're tired and you accidentally just forget about it and you turn the car off, that will save your butt so you don't hit another car in front of you on a hill. The next major feature I want to go over includes something that you just can't normally see during the day because you need the headlights on in order to see it. Even with the parking lights on, this feature is, let's say it's illuminating, because under here, under your footwell, it's really hard to see, but there is just a little bit of footwell lighting on the driver and the passenger side. It's very dim and it's very hard to see, but Acura does include that as I'm having a hard time focusing here. That does include, like, it's a standard feature on, I know, 07 and 08 Acura TLs. So if you do have this car, you can definitely see when it's dark outside that there is footwell lighting. I believe it's an LED, very light blue color, that's in the passenger and driver footwells in the front of the vehicle. In order to better show you, I found the LED that's in the passenger side footwell. If I put my hand down here, you can see that my hand is glowing a little bit blue. So that is evidence right there that there is an LED light, and since my hand is glowing right below that light, now you can see that there is in fact LED lighting within the driver and passenger footwells of the vehicle. Alright, so that concludes my hidden features overview of the different things that you just didn't know about the 2004 to 2008 Acura TL. And if there's any features in the video that I left out, please note those in the comments section below. And I noted in this video that there's a few unique features to the 07 and 08 models, and those are just a few extra hidden features for those years. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye.